microphone is on. I almost forgot to turn the microphone on. I hope you can hear me. Tatiana in here making sure I do everything correct because I am not the brightest star in the sky. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Weather Extra. You see a little red in that banner. We have a 48 first alert weather day. Why? Because we got rain and wind coming our way. I'm going to show you the radar. It's already raining. You look at the camera in Huntsville. Whoop, doing the shimmy, right? Already got gust 20, 25. So as advertised, breezy conditions. Give the rain time to move in. The ground surface dew point is very low, which means it's very dry at the surface right now. So as the rain moves in, it actually has to saturate the air before it actually makes it to the ground. That's going to take a while. There'll be some of you in eastern zones that don't get into the rain until almost like mid-afternoon. Like you're going to be like, is it coming? Yeah. And then that rain will continue tonight into Monday morning. Boom, get that out of here. Pick up an inch and a half of rain. And then just a few spotty showers Tuesday before the next surge of steady rain comes in Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then once that rain moves out by Thursday morning, it's all about the cool temperatures as we close the book on October and begin the month of November. Way below average temperatures. In addition to talking about the 48 first alert weather day for us and the impacts of what you can have for today, tonight, and also for the upcoming week, I'm also going to address a very serious situation that's happening in the Caribbean as Hurricane Melissa took on rapid intensification last night, like Cat 1 to Cat 4, so fast that it's still got more room to grow as a Cat 5. And we're forecasting like 1 to 1.5 inches of rain for our area Sunday and Monday with our rainmaker. The forecast for eastern Jamaica is 40 inches of rainfall. That will cause tremendous mudslides, incredible storm surge. The dirty side of the hurricane will pummel the eastern island, and probably the island will never look like it did before the hurricane. It's going to take on tremendous devastation. Thoughts and prayers will go out to the people that live in Jamaica. I know a lot of people trying to leave the island. They've had trouble getting people out. Kingston's a very small airport. Kingston's also located in eastern Jamaica, where the majority of the people that live in Jamaica on the island live, and that is the area that is supposed to take on the most damage. So, horrible situation. Haiti, eastern Cuba, all going to have ramifications from this hurricane, and it will be something that will probably go down as one of the worst hurricanes in the Caribbean in terms of widespread damage. I think about Maria that hit Puerto Rico directly, but Jamaica's always kind of prided themselves on we don't take direct hits from hurricanes, and history shows that they've actually got kind of lucky. This one will not be that case. Just a direct hit. All right, let's talk about our weather. There's the rain. So I talked on air how this was going to fill in by about mid-morning. I would consider 8:30, 9 o'clock mid-morning. And again, I know that looks really impressive, but I wouldn't say that all that is hitting the ground yet. It's still pretty dry at the surface. It's probably evaporating. Call it like Virga is another way to say it. But eventually it's going to win out, and it's going to take over all locations. And that rain will move generally south to north, but the entire rain shield will move west to east. So you'll get into some rain for all locations eventually. Could you have a thunderstorm? Yeah. Could it be severe? No. This is just rain. It's beneficial rain at that. So we have a 48 first alert because there is an impact. If you're going to be going out today and you come across some rainfall coming down heavy at times, the road's wet, you got a little breeze. I don't think the winds are strong enough to cause any kind of tree limb damage. I had some tree limb damage last Sunday with some gusts to 40. Today it's more like gusts to 30. But still, it's an impact, and it will definitely change your plans if you were trying to be outside. Now, many of you asking me for some events that are taking place this afternoon across the Tennessee Valley, and I mean, if your event can take place when it's rainy, breezy, and cool, you're fine. But for some, I think they would rather have it be dry. So there's the rain off to our west. There has been some stronger storms along the Gulf, right in Louisiana. The Big Easy's had some heavy rain with some storms. All the severe thunderstorm side will stay south. So we're really mainly just a rain event here. And it's going to continue to pivot to the north. It's all big area of low pressure that's in Missouri. And that low pressure is actually going to plague our forecast right up through the end of the week. I mean, we're going to have multiple chances of rain, but the next highest chance of rain after today, tonight, and early Monday will be Tuesday night into Wednesday. You look at the 10-day forecast, and a lot of people just look at the 10-day. They don't listen to the Mets. and they see like 50 or 80, 40, 50 for percents, and they just think every day is going to rain. But that 40 for Tuesday is mainly at night into Wednesday. Much of the day Tuesday will be dry. So, well, we're at our high temperatures for today, by the way. So I came into work at like 2 o'clock, and it was 60 degrees everywhere, and that's where we're at now. We have hit our high temperature for the day most likely. You're going to drop a few degrees this afternoon. Your winds are already gusting up to 20 miles an hour, 25 out of the east or east-southeast during the day today, and they'll continue to be gusty overnight as well. Afternoon planner, look for some rain and breezy conditions expected. Any breaks in the rainfall will likely come at times throughout the afternoon, but I just put rain for the entire afternoon and tonight, low 50s. Will there be some breaks? Yes, but I do think overall most locations are wet. There's your 3-day forecast. Again, the few showers on Tuesday, mainly during the day, is mainly dry, just a few showers. It's at night into Wednesday is the next surge of rain. Look at your temperature drop too. 60s to 50s by Wednesday. That's a huge drop. So there's Hurricane Melissa. There it is. Very well defined. I know. It's crazy. Hi, Bill Beck. It's good to see you, my friend. Sorry, 5 minutes ago. I'm slacking. How you doing? Dave Luddy. Good morning, Jeff. So sad for Jamaica. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it right now. It's worst case scenario. Like, you couldn't. It's slow moving. It's strengthening still. The SSTs, sea surface temperatures, are still way up there. There's no shear ripping this thing apart. I mean, it is just not a good scenario. Like, it's bad. Like, yeah, just there's no movement. Stan Barbie, what's up? Good morning, Jeff Desnoyers. I'm singing today. Have a blessed day. You have a good day, my friend. You sing, sing, sing. Good to see you, Stan. Bill Beck says no rain in the shoals. Yeah, that radar is going to look really weird, Bill. It's going to look like it's raining on the radar for probably about an hour or two, but a lot of it's going to evaporate before it hits the ground and then eventually fill in. But yeah, the rainfall, it's going to take a long time for this rain to actually start to reach the ground. But once it does, you should get some decent rain. Should work out. No, Lori, no rain in Huntsville yet. You still got time. It's not here yet. It's not part of the forecast until really the afternoon. So you got time before it gets to you. Yep. Let's talk about rainfall for Hurricane Melissa. You see the Cat 4. That's what it is now currently. Wind speeds 140 miles an hour. That's sustained winds. So the gusts are higher than that. Think about that. We have wind gusts to 25, 30 today. They have wind gusts like 160 right now. But that is mainly over the open ocean. The outer bands of the rainfall is like pivoting into eastern Jamaica now and southern Haiti. So they're already getting rainfall from this. Even the Dominican Republic is getting some pretty heavy rain right now too. So the outer bands will continue to spin north. The movement of this thing is going to be ridiculously slow to the west and then take a little jaunt north. And that's when it's forecast to strengthen to a Cat 5. And at this point, somebody's like, oh my gosh, it's a Cat 5. It's trivial, like if it's a Cat 4 or Cat 5. The devastation is for real, whichever one you want to call it. Like, I don't care. It could be a Cat 3. If you're gonna get the amount of rainfall with this thing, no matter what the category is. So the category is only based on the winds. I mean, if your gusts are if your sustained winds are 130 or 160, it's going to still do the same amount of damage, whether it's a Cat 3 or Cat 5. Yeah. It's the slow movement of it, which is so critical. It's not moving fast. The amount of rainfall, which has nothing to do with the category, the surge that's going to take place in eastern portions of Jamaica, the surge, like all that water fetch coming in, that doesn't take into consideration the category. The category is just a simple number that just talks about the wind, but there are so many more elements with a hurricane that will cause ramifications of damage in Jamaica. So, Hurricane Melissa, it's going to go in the books when it's done. 10-day forecast. 48 first alert weather day for today. I've talked about the rain going into Monday morning and then dry in the afternoon. Much of Tuesday dry, rain Tuesday night into Wednesday. Few showers Thursday morning. They're out of here so fast that Halloween looks good. I thought maybe the temperatures would be a little chillier as we went into Friday night and Saturday night. Models have backed off on that. So somebody asked me yesterday if we have a frost coming. I don't think so. There'll be some chilly nights once we get to the end of the week and weekend, but nothing terribly cold at night. And the days are like around 60. Don't forget, too, daylight saving time ends next weekend. Clocks will fall back 1 hour. Your sunrise will be an hour earlier, and your sunset will be an hour earlier, which means your sunset's next Sunday at this time will be before 5 p.m. We don't lose daylight hours. We just shift the daylight hours, and we're brighter earlier in the day, and we're darker later in the day, a little earlier, if that makes any sense. I don't think I explained that correctly. But anyway, 'tis all good. 'Tis all good. Hi, Sarah. Good morning from Daniel. Good to see you on, my friend. Good to see the whole family on. Hope, Sarah, I hope you're having a good day. Tracking some rain. A lot of people asking me today, like, can I get my run in this morning? I said, this morning, go for it. Do your thing. I had Chris asked me if he could play around a golf this afternoon. I said, that could be a challenge. It's going to be cool, too. Like, even when it's not raining, it's going to be, like, wet, damp, kind of gross outside. But we need the rainfall. It's kind of a quandary. You need a little rain. I just want to emphasize, too, on the drought monitor, we're not, like, in crazy drought here. We do a lot of stories that cover central and southern Alabama, but we don't live in Montgomery, last I checked. So in northern Alabama, we have some deficit with rainfall, but it's not crazy bad like it is like central and southern Alabama. We do a lot of farming stories down there, how things aren't going well. But we also did a story here in North Alabama where farmers are trying to get money from FEMA because it was too wet. Too wet. Let me say that again. Too wet in May and June, and they couldn't get the seeds in the ground. So though we could use some rainfall, we could always use rainfall. It seems like everybody wants rain all the time, right? We're not like in like a serious drought here. That's like south of us. And there's some serious drought maybe just to the north and west, trying to get really close to Lauderdale County. And the numbers may be down a bit. Like we haven't had like a tremendous amount of rain, but we're not like in dire straits right now. I hope that makes sense. So if we could pull off 2 soakers in the next 4 days, we're doing really good. Plus, you don't have the temperatures as hot anymore. You're not like baking the ground anymore. In the summertime, everything gets all cracky and dry because you're like literally putting 95-degree heat on your grass when you're not getting rainfall. It just turns to dust, right? Everything turns brown so quick. Though this year, my grass never turned brown. Mike Gentle, good to see you on, my friend. Sarah says, why is today an alert day for heavy rain and breezy conditions of 25 to 30 miles an hour? And that is why. Bam. A lot of red, though. When you use that red graphic behind the slates, it looks really intimidating. Sends a message, though. So your 10-day forecast, I have it up. I'm going to go cycle back a bit so y'all can see the radar. I'm going to stick around with you for a little bit longer. If you have any questions, specific questions, just to ask. I'll do the best I can answer to my ability. I'm going to go all the way back, everybody. Just bear with me. There you go. I'll pull this up so you can see it better. So there's the rain. See a few showers that crossed over the shoals in Florence about an hour and a half ago? And as Bill Beck said, he hadn't had any rain yet. That's because that rain never reached the ground. That rainfall pretty much moving into Russellville now. That should be saturating the ground. That should be falling. In fact, the rainfall that's lurking just west of the shoals that's lifting north and not going to the shoals is probably reaching the ground now too. So Franklin County, Colbert County, Lauderdale County, already getting into the rainfall. And that forecast model that I showed this morning on air didn't have the rain getting there until almost like 9, 10 o'clock. So it's a little early to the party, but not much, like 15, 20 minutes, not bad. And you can see that the rain extends all the way south to Double Springs up towards Coleman. That air should saturate pretty quickly along 65. So, but anyway, it's raining on the radar, which is good. Which is good. Jeff, we missed you at the Muscle Shoals versus Hartsville game Friday night. Saw the WAFF tent there. Hey, I would love to go to football games. Unfortunately, on Friday night, though, I'm in bed by like 6 o'clock, my friend. I have to work Saturday mornings. My alarm goes off at 2. So my Friday night and Saturday night party days are almost done because I had to get up so early the next morning. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll play it crazy and stay up way past my bedtime and try to get to a game. I don't know. it's hard. Like, I'm already in bed when the games start. But it's okay. I'm kind of used to. I love working mornings. I know it puts a damper on the social life a little bit on the weekends, but it's not too shabby. I like working on the weekends. So there's your rainfall. Keep the radar up for a little bit longer. So many of you asking me, my friend Allison, she said, Jeff, is it going to rain at 4:30? She had an event. And I said, no, it probably doesn't look so good. Wish I had better news. We haven't had very many rained out events in the past month. I think it was Oktoberfest and Coleman had some rain, if I remember correctly. But most of the time, most of the weekends have been delightful. Today will be a bit of a curveball, a little wrench in the plans, so to speak. A lot of the heaviest of rain has actually stayed mainly south of the area so far, too. So we got time. Sarah, tell Daniel he's very welcome, and I appreciate that. Good stuff. Going to be busy tracking the rain in the radar today. Budding meteorologist, keeping that WAFF 48 radar and the app right at his fingertips going, hey, what's going on? I love this excitement for weather. I think it's great. All right, I'm going to bust a move. I'm going to go home. I'm going to watch the radar. I'm going to watch the Titans lose again it's time to the Colts. Two touchdown underdogs. Hey, congratulations, too, to Alabama and Auburn for winning yesterday. Alabama in exciting fashion, beating South Carolina 29-22. And Auburn pulling off the win on the road at Arkansas. What was it, 33-24, I do believe. Good stuff. A&M came up a little short against Alabama State, but they'll be back next year to win that Music City game, and it's all good. The parade was awesome. Loved watching it. Fantastic. I watched the entire thing. And UNA putting up 20-point plus game, but they gave up 56, so not good. But UNA will get back on the winning track next week as well, which is good news. I hope that your favorite NFL team wins, whether it's Falcons, Titans, or maybe non-local team. A lot of you like the Chiefs, like Vacation Valerie. But I hope your team wins today. Sarah says, I bet. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Jada Russell will be in tonight. She'll have the very latest on the rainfall, on the wind, tracking the radar, whatever's going on to keep you updated. Eric Burke will be here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow at 4:30 a.m., and he will have the very latest on the forecast for the upcoming week, including probably fine-tuning that very important Halloween forecast, because we want to make sure we keep all the trick-or-treaters dry and comfortable as they get all their candy that they're going to put in their pillowcases and send them to WAFF 48 to share with us. Maybe not. Have a good day, everybody.